Now we stay there in Colombia, where campesinos are beginning to advocate for coca crop substitution programs. Now it follows the government's decision to halt the aerial spraying of glyphosate, a chemical to eradicate coca plantations. Our correspondent Natalia Margarita now reports from Bogota.
1 year in prison and 7 in exile, that was the cost Luz Perli paid for her fierce defense of coca growers in Arauca region. Despite of the stigmatization and persecution, she continues to denounce the social conditions in the regions where coca crops are being grown.
If you take a look at the map of cocoa, marijuana and poppy crops, all of them are located in the most remote areas of the country where there are no roads, no healthcare centers, no schools. There's absolutely nothing there. As we always say, we have been abandoned, even by God.
For over 2 decades, Colombia, supported by the United States, has been aerial spraying glyphosate to eradicate coca fields. And as for now that measure has been halted, coca growers keep on insisting in substitution programs for which the government should provide conditions so that the campesinos could have a dignified livelihood based on agriculture projects.
The government should industrialize the cocoa plant for legal purposes so that we can have a livelihood until we develop alternative projects. The other issue is that the crop substitution should be accompanied by the implementation of sustainable development projects for the regions.
Following the decision of suspending the aerial spraying of glyphosate, the government is currently studying the alternatives to replace the herbicide. At this point, expert on coca crops Felipe Tascon says the most important thing is that the government finally takes into account the campesinos' voices and proposals.
The risk is that the government uses another chemical for fumigations. In a very recent meeting, Campesinos organizations made it very clear that they do not want any longer to be sprayed with anything, not even with holy water.
Campesinos have been denouncing the negative impacts of glyphosate over their health and food crops. Now, as they welcome the halt on the herbicide, they are demanding from the government to promote alternative agriculture projects. Natalia Margarita, Telesur, Bogotá.